This video in the Pure Math 1 course covers sketching reciprocal functions. Now, a reciprocal function is a function of this type, y equals 3 divided by x. And what we're going to do in this video is sketch this function and functions of this type, y equals any value k over x, where k is either a positive or negative number. So if we start with the simplest function, y equals 1 over x of this type, we want to see what this looks like. Well, let's consider some values of x. So let's take x, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. And what values of y do we get? Well, if x is minus 3, y will be 1 over minus 3 minus a third. Minus 2, 1 over minus 2 is minus a half. If x is minus 1, 1 over minus 1 is minus 1. If x is 0, we have 1 over 0. Well, 1 over 0 is not defined. We can't divide by 0. So we have nothing there. We have no defined value for y. Y doesn't exist when x is 0. X is 1, 1 over 1, 1. X is 2, 1 over 2 is a half. And x is 3, 1 over 3 is a third. So let's try and plot these points. Let's start with x is 1. X is 1, y is 1. What about there? If x is 2, y is a half, so we'll have 2 is about here, and a half is going to be about here. If x is 3, we have a third, so y is going to be even smaller, about there. If x is minus 1 over here, we get y is minus 1, and so we have a point about here. Minus 1 there. X is minus 2, y is minus a half, and so minus 2 here, minus a half is about there, and minus 3 minus a third is about there. So we can see that our curve over here on the positive side does something like that, and the negative side does something like that. We might be able to tell that if x gets larger, if x is 4, y is a quarter, 5, y is a fifth, and so as x gets larger, y gets smaller and smaller, and the curve will continue like that, getting closer and closer to the x-axis, but never actually crossing it. If x is negative and gets larger and negative, minus 4, y will be minus a quarter, minus 5, y will be minus a fifth, and it will do a similar thing and get close to the x-axis, negative side, but below, never crossing it. But what happens between minus 1 and 1? So we look at values of x between minus 1 and 1. Again, if x is minus 1, y is minus 1. If x is minus a half, well, 1 divided by minus a half is minus 1 over a half, which is 2, so minus 2. If x is minus a third, that's minus 1 over a third, which is 3, so minus 3. We can't have 0, can't have divided by 0. And then on the positive side, it's the same in positive. If x is a third, 1 over a third is 3. 1 over a half is 2. And 1 over 1 is 1. And plotting these values, x is minus a half will be y is minus 2 down there. If x is minus a third, y is minus 3, so down there. On the positive side, x is a third, y is 3 up here. If x is a half, y is 2 here. And so if we continue to sketch the graph or plot the graph, we'll see the curve comes down like that and like that. And what is happening, if x gets closer to 0, then y gets bigger and bigger. If x was a quarter, y is 4. If x was a tenth, y will be 10. If x was a hundredth, y will be 100. So the closer we get to the y-axis, the closer we get to 0, the larger y gets, and it will extend up there. And similarly on the negative side, if x is negative and close to 0, then y would be large and negative and go down like that. So this is the shape of a reciprocal graph. So this curve is y equals 1 over x. If you want to sketch y equals 2 over x, then every value of y will be twice the value of y on y equals 1 over x. So this is a stretch, and that would look like that and that. So that is y equals 2 over x. But they all have a similar shape. Y equals 1 over 2x would look like that, because each value of y would be half of the value in the on y equals 1 over x, the red graph. If we want to sketch y equals minus 1 over x, then when x is positive, y is negative, so that is down in the fourth quadrant down here. And when x is negative, y is positive, so that will be up here like that. And if we wanted to sketch y equals minus 2 over x, just similar to before, values of y will be double that in y equals minus 1 over x, and so we'll get a curve like this, etc. Now return to Study Smart to continue with the course.